Hi everyone, Alex at Corumdale Farm. We are a year 2 Oklahoma flower farm, and we are getting ready to open our self-serve flower stand up for the summer. We sell retail bouquets from our flower stand at the top of our driveway. That's our only sales outlet, and we have done wonderfully. We opened it up in March for tulip season, and it was open on Wednesday and Saturday, and we sold out everything. Every day we were open. I was like furiously harvesting in the field at times to make bouquets live to keep it stocked. People absolutely loved it. So we had a gap. We didn't invest in a bunch of spring flowers after tulips. So we had a gap. We worked really hard to get our summer fields planted, get everything going. And we are ready for summer flowers, mainly sunflowers with some like late spring bloom fillers to go in the bouquets. So we're ready to open up the stand again. And all of my customers constantly ask, like, when do you have sunflowers? When are the sunflowers ready? So I'm excited that finally I can say the sunflowers are ready. I planted the sunflowers out the first week of, middle of March, which was kind of a gamble with our last frost. I was looking at the forecast and I was like, we're going to try to do it. And it worked out. Sunflowers started blooming a couple days ago, on Monday actually. So that would be 5 days ago. And I've been harvesting as they've been opening and putting them in the cooler and stockpiling enough to make what I hope comes out to be 10 to 15 bouquets. That is not a lot for us. I would prefer to put out like 20 on a Saturday, but this is our first opener and I'm going to do the best I can to put everything in it. Today is Saturday, which is when we open the stand. Ideally, I would be making the bouquets on Friday night, but yesterday was my birthday, which was really fun. We were celebrating with the kids and everything, so I didn't get around to it. So I'm up before the sunrise. It's just starting to peek up above the trees. But on Thursday is when I harvested all of what you could call the filler for the bouquet. So I got all my sunflowers I could that were ready in the field. Then I also was able to harvest larkspur, which I seeded in the fall last year, as well as beautiful bachelor buttons. The bachelor buttons are out of control right now. I have even more than I thought when I direct sowed them in the fall. Then I also grabbed some beautiful pea blossoms and some yarrow and some other I'm trying to think now. So I have a beautiful native wildflower patch back in the field, and so I grabbed some pretty things from there to make what I think will be definitely a showcased sunflower bouquet with some soft, airy filler to go around it, and I hope our customers really like it. But the stand opens at 9 a.m., so I need to get inside and make all these bouquets as fast as I can, and I thought I'd bring you along. So like I said, we're a year 2 flower farm, but we're still learning every single time we do these and to increase efficiency and to do a better job. So this is my first time making the sunflower bouquets how I'm going to want them. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I can increase efficiency and do a good job. But here I have one of the buckets that went in the cooler. They all went in the cooler tight on the blossom, and now they're all starting to open, which is perfect timing. That's what I want. I want the flowers open for the customers, but also to give them the longest vase life. So here's a good example. They went into the cooler looking more like this, which is the stage I harvest them, and then starting to open up like this. So I have a couple different stages, but that's okay. And then here are my 2 filler buckets to pick from. If I run out, I have the option to run out to the field to grab what I need last minute. But I've got, like I said, I've got some beautiful larkspur. I've got beautiful, nigella is what I forgot. I've got some beautiful nigella. Almost looks like Cosmo's funky cousin. Got some beautiful yarrow in yellow and berry tones. So I'm kind of going with like a white, soft yellow, purple theme, more or less. And then those bachelor buttons I mentioned. And then over here, I have a second one. And these are the beautiful, I grew peas for veggies for the kids, but the blossoms and stuff just look so sweet. It almost looks a little bit like a bupleurum, so I'm going with it. I think it looks really neat, and it does kind of scream spring. You think of peas and spring and stuff. So I've got 4 buckets to work with. We're inside our cottage right now where we process all of our flowers. I start all my seeds, got my trays, seed starting, We have our cooler. We have all the fun things in here in this converted shed my husband built for me. But the best part about it is this super long table. And so what I think for efficiency, the best thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out my options. So I'm going to start with like sunflowers and then larkspur and bachelor buttons and do some bundles, and then get all of my supplies and kind of go down the line of making a bouquet, and then come over to this table where I've pre-made my wraps. It's craft paper folded to make a wrap, and then I can bundle it, rubber band it, and staple it at this table and put it in its water bucket to be ready to go. And my hope is that's where my efficiency will really get going, because I'm also, like I said, a little bit on a time crunch. So here we go. So I got it done. I ended up with 16 bouquets. I made about 13 with what I had harvested, and then I went out to the field and there were more sunflowers ready. So I got more sunflowers, larkspur, bachelor buttons, yarrow, and sweet peas, and was able to make 3 more. So 16 total, which beat my goal. My goal was 10 to 15, so I have 16, which is great. I don't think any more sunnies are gonna mature today. So I think 16's it. We'll see how it does in our first season opener. Let me show you what they look like, and then I need to get them to the stand, get the iPad payment set up, our signs up, post on social media, all the things so that people show up and buy my flowers. For the flower stand, we have our iPad checkout with Squarespace. And so people can pay cash at our cash box, drop it in, super easy. Our gift cards also, gift certificates go in there. We made them to that size. And then they can check out, touch screen, and then chip and tap, and they grab the flowers. It's super customer friendly, self-serve. So the stand's all ready. I have 12 in here currently, and then another 4 in another bucket, which I'll put in as needed. I didn't want to put it here and have it too much in the direct sun, so I'll keep it in the flower cottage until I need to restock. But I post on social media. We have a really active presence there, and I think people are going to turn out, but we'll see. Tulips was crazy. Now it's time to test if our summer flower stand has as much interest, and I think it will, because people have been asking me nonstop this spring, when are the sunflowers ready? When are the sunflowers ready? They're here, and I just think this is such a beautiful color palette. It just screams spring, but a little bit of summer with the sunflowers showing up. So we'll see. But the nice thing about our flower stand is I don't have to sit at a farmer's market for 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday. I can go get to work on like a million tasks I need to, and hopefully people come to us and buy our beautiful flowers and really love them. But let's see what happens. So it's been about 2 hours, and I'm coming out to look at the stand. And there's one left, so I sold 15 in 2 hours, which is awesome. I've had a couple people drive by and like look and peer, and there's one left, and I get it. People feel like the last one left is like the loser flower that no one wants. Like surely something's wrong with it because it's the last one, but it's not true. It's beautiful, but I feel bad. I don't want to just like leave them out here all afternoon and just have people like drive by and reject them. So I'm going to take it inside and enjoy it for myself, because you have to enjoy your own flowers at some point, right? You can't just sell all of them. So I have a birthday bouquet for myself to enjoy at the table, which is nice. And I'm gonna tear it down, take the iPad down, take the signs down, post on social media, big thank yous. But this is a wonderful start to our sunflower season, early summer flowers. Currently, we're just open on Saturdays, but as the fields, we have 3 fields. Once they really get going, I'll be adding more and more days, which will help people that maybe like Saturday morning's not the best time and they want like a Wednesday afternoon, like a mom on the way to pick up kids or the way home before dinner, that sort of flexibility. Or even, I know during the weekday, those that get off of work at like 5 might want to come by. So as the flowers and the amount increases, we'll be able to open the stand more. But for now, we're killing it on Saturdays. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Flowers for me. Not a bad gig.